before we storm the armory to
Over
get
here.
Ballister, Yorick has
You have
something
my
for me.
attention.
Well met, Demon Hunter. I hope you don't mind that I took the liberty to scout ahead and assess the situation at the armory. The good news is that there still seems to be some salvageable arms left in the armory. The bad news, of course, is that the Coven is after them as well. Additional weapons could be a great boon to our cause. I recommend that we take all we can carry.
I am gone.
Very well then. By the way, I took care of that Crimson, quest. I was able to find, with my little search tool, found a group of 3 other players, and together we just wrecked them. So, it's amazing how once you get a couple of other people to help out, how things can change. Looks like someone is already here cleaning this place out. That's fine. Gives me opportunity to go around and just collect this stuff before saving Ballister. I wonder if... Nah, because he's a friendly. You can only do that like with neutral or hostile. I saw him with a stag, that stag right there, and I thought, is that the white stag from the forest? And I thought, wow, how interesting would it be if, as a hunter, you could actually tame that thing as a pet? Though honestly, would you really? Well, I shouldn't judge. I have my preference in what I would want for pets in battle, and others have their own preferences. I'm not gonna judge. So.
It's too far
Hello.
away. I need to target something first.
18 of chewed on reins of the terrified pack mule. 18 of 4,000 attempts. Yeah, you talk about insane luck if that thing drops. Though what's funny is that the other night on my Facebook group, someone posted a picture that 2 of that golden mane mount dropped back to back. Like he was with a group doing it, and 2 of them dropped for 2 people in the group. Not for him. He was like, "Oh man, look at this. 2 of them dropped, and none were for me." And I was like, "Oh." I mean, first off, it's amazing that 2 of them would drop, like that. While at the same time, it's like, I can understand that guy's like, "Oh man, I want to talk about my luck. 2 of them drop, and none of them drop for me."
Coven!
Get back, or you'll be meeting me hammer. Wait! You're not one of them! Get cracking!
It's a blessing to see someone that doesn't have that dark glow in their eyes. I was beginning to think that there was no one left of these blasted witches who didn't put a curse on. Hold on. Dark glow in their eyes, you say? Hold on. You take this off in order for this to work. That dark glow in their eyes, you say? I don't know about that. Anyways. Oh. Sir, Carson, Angus Ballister at your service. What you be doing in a blighted hellhole like this? Well, we could use a blacksmith to help fight the Coven. Well, I don't know you from a hole in the hull, but an enemy of the Coven is a friend of mine. Plus, it'll be safer to get out of here with an extra blade at me side. You say the word and we'll be out of here. Let's go.
Watch now. All right, you just lead the way.
You found him. We should leave quickly. The Coven has this place surrounded. Wait. What was that?
They're in here! Blast them out!
I
Just
obey
you try.
my life.
You'll taste my
For
hammer,
the Coven!
witch.
The curse is lifted. Forgive me.
I can't attack that.
Mind your tongue.
Cannot escape.
Get on then. No sense in dragging in. Ah, cram it, you foul-tongued nag. Your mother can rot in the bowels of a sea snake.
All right then. All right, now let's go to the mine. By the way, I looked over here for a moment. I'm not gonna like what's going on over here. And, well, you can probably guess why. Yeah.
The spiders! They're everywhere!
Yep. Oh my gosh!
May blight fall upon the coven.
Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire!
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Some terrible old hag unleashed a swarm of these horrible spiders in the mine. I was barely able to make it out alive. But they've got me surrounded. You can't leave me here. Please kill those things. Gladly. You don't have to tell me to kill a bunch of spiders. Well, I was able to get out of the mine. Some of my friends weren't so lucky. I saw those spiders wrap them up in their webs, probably to save them for a snack. It was terrible, but all I could do was run. Will you help them?
Crops regrow.
Yeah, might as well. Oh, gosh. Again, it's like... I always find myself resorting to, you know, do my own spin on that quote from Indiana Jones. Spiders.
I need to get closer.
Why did it have to be spiders? It's like, well, I guess while I'm here, I may as well deal with all this. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Range.
Kill the fire! Jeez. Oh my gosh. Every single time.
It's too far away.
Even the way they hang from the ceiling like that. Urgh.
Out of range.
Stop hanging from the ceiling like that. It's creepy. Urgh.
It's not ready yet.
Oh my gosh. Now where are these silver nuggets I'm supposed to get?
I need to get closer.
Here they are.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Oh my gosh, come on. Bilefang Mother. Oh my gosh, it's a giant one. That one is huge. Oh my gosh, I do not want to deal with that. It's like, you know what? Nope. I'm turning around. Nope. I'm gonna go through the rest of this area. Forget that. Nope. I ain't dealing with that. There we go. Gosh. Do I seriously need to keep going down to find more of those nuggets? Oh, there's one right here. Okay, there's more here. Alright, okay, we're good, we're good. Oh.
Don't get many travelers here.
You saved them. You're certainly a hero in my book. You killed them? Oh, thank you so much. It's been like a living nightmare in here. Yeah, no kidding. It's like one of my own personal nightmares.
Spiders. Not sure how much longer I would have lasted.
You see? You better make good use of this stuff.
Let's drive out the
After
darkness.
what I just went through to get it. So the Coven didn't completely clean out the armory? Well, that's good news for us. Even the most common villager in Drusvar can hold their own in a fight. With these arms, we can turn each person that we rescue into another soldier on the line. Our fortunes are turning up. Having a blacksmith at the tower will ensure our Inquisitors stay equipped for battle.
To protect.
Hail, traveler.
Did you have any luck with the mine? You found some silver? Excellent. Though it isn't much, any quantity of silver should help out our efforts against the Coven. I don't know much about blacksmithing, but I'm pretty sure this won't be enough silver to outfit all of the Inquisitors. We will need to find another way to use this. Let's hope that Ballister can come up with something creative.
Sales true.
What can this old salt do for you?
Can you make a weapon out of the silver?
Ain't much here, but I got a notion how to maximize its potential. Let me work this for a spell. Meanwhile, I believe I spied an old hand cannon in the repair heap over there. Fetch it for me, and we'll see what we can do.
A boomstick?
I'll need to modify this here hand cannon a mite first. Ah, there we go! All that's left is to give the girl a name. How about we call her Witchrend? Mind your tack.
What does he sell? Oh, just generic stuff. Okay. For a moment, I thought he actually had, like, unique stuff. I was like, ooh, is this unique thing? No. Ah, she's a beaut. Back in the Navy, we used to stuff our muskets with scraps when we ran out of bullets. This'll do the damage you need to be sure.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't be trying to fire her too fast. You'll damage her carriage if you're not careful. Good luck, and put some witches in the ground for old Angus.
Why do you have a spider for a pet? Damages enemies in a cone in front of the caster. Boom! Wow. Sister Lilius. The Waycrest Guard seeks an able-bodied soldier to eliminate a threat in Corlane. A witch by the name of Sister Lilius is wanted for the torture and killing of many of our townsfolk. Her end would prove a boon to all of Drusvar. Present her head to claim your reward.
How can I help?
A blunderbuss? I'd have to say I wasn't quite expecting that. Nonetheless, now that we have a weapon, we have an advantage. I think it's time to take the fight directly to the Coven. Marshal Reed informed me that several of their matrons have been spotted throughout Corlane. Let's show them what happens to an enemy of House Waycrest. Okay. I have a favor to ask of you, of a, personal nature. White Grove Chapel lies to the north, just past the town of Corlane. Someone important to me rests in the graveyard on its grounds. I've been unable to visit his grave for some time, and I would like to pay my respects. If you come upon White Grove Chapel, could you lay these flowers next to his headstone? Just look for the most recent grave there.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
Okay. I have a feeling we're gonna find out more about who this is that she wants us to give respects to. Oh, hey, look. Wonder what that character's doing there. What that player is doing there, I should say. Now, where is this treasure I just saw on the minimap? Where is it? Is it up here? There it is. There you are.
You will make a fitting tribute.
Wow, look at that damage it just did. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Out of range.
Our master is eternal.
Hold on, there's a couple more quests here to pick up. This villager died clutching a brooch with what looks like a family crest. It looks like several villagers didn't survive the Covenant's occupation of Corlane. It might be possible to identify the fallen by the keepsakes that they carried. The survivors would likely be grateful to learn the fate of their loved ones. Hello, matron.
Bones will make a fine
Boom!
machine.
So there's two different mounts that you can actually farm in Drusvar for, it seems. One is Golden Mane. Actually, not just Drusvar, just in Kul Tiras. One is Golden Mane. The other is this Terrified Pack Mule, which, based on those attempts on rarity, is even rarer than Golden Mane. That's a mount I expect I will never get.
I am bidden.
Yeah, you're big. Who is this over here?
Hello? Anyone
Mace.
home? My blade is ready.
Oh, my gosh. Alright, fine. Hold on. I'll be with you in a moment, Mace. Oh, good. Maybe you can make sense of this. I was just carrying through a swath of the Coven's lackeys when I stumbled across this field. Something here has knocked these guys completely out of commission. I can't seem to find the source. But maybe you'll have better luck. I'm more used to hitting things than investigating. Is that so?
It's too far
A little
away.
more blunt, I guess.
I'll see you on the battlefield. I'll leave you to the mystery then, while I see about cracking more Coven skulls.
Yeah, she's more into just fighting, I guess. Like, well, hello there. I hope this hunter pays attention and notices, oh, look, a tank is fighting that thing. Maybe I should help him. Usually when you're playing a tank, it's like people will take notice and they'll be like, oh, look, a tank. By the way, there's apparently a horde player here as well, but, you know, I don't have war mode on. It appears he doesn't either, so whatever. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it actually does do some damage to this thing. Go. Oh, hey!
Wait, how'd you get... Hey, you're not one of them, are you?
Hold on. I'll be with you in a moment. I just have to see what's going on with this one here. Let's see. Let me take a look at this. It doesn't say it's better. It's 5 level better. Okay, I'm just curious about the powers it has, the abilities. Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay. Huh. Alright. Now it's 300 though, so now it's the same level. I prefer the other one I have, the one I'm currently wearing. You don't look like you're in league with the Coven, so what are you doing in the core lane? What does it look like I'm doing? So you're taking the fight to the Coven with the Waycrest girl? You might just be able to take advantage of their apparent onion aversion. While you're out rooting in the field, keep an eye out for any onions bulging out of the ground. Those ones should be particularly aromatic and should cause some fits in the Coven's minions if you keep it on you. Just try not to take too much, right? I need enough left in the fields to keep the farm safe. Not sure why and don't rightly care, but for some reason the Coven can't come near my onion field. So long as my crop doesn't give out, I can hole up in here as long as it takes. Unfortunately, those boars got the same idea and now they're eating up my harvest. If they keep that up, soon there'll be nothing keeping the Coven at bay. If you could do me a favor and thin them out, I'd be happy to let you take some of these onions with you.
Fall upon the Coven.
Okay. Well, that is one unfortunate thing about this horde player being here, and this is something that of course is kind of a problem that goes back to the days of vanilla, is that if someone is here on the other faction basically doing the same type of quest that you are, and they start pulling things, they're the ones who get credit and you don't get any credit. So it's kind of a unfortunate thing here. I like how that boar was like, hey, that's my onion. So I better pull these right now before this horde player decides to basically pull all of them. And of course, this hunter player over here gets credit for them as well.
I don't have a target.
There we go. Again, they've come a long way when it comes to sharing credit in quests between players since the days of vanilla. I know because when I was trying out Classic, I was running into this problem. Though people argue that it makes people more inclined to want to actually, you know, team up with people, you know, strangers, and that's how the social aspect ends up working well in WoW. And I can understand that, but at the same time, some people are a little bit more rushed in that regard. I mean, that's not necessarily a valid reason or excuse, but it just seems like, you know, if someone comes in at the last moment, you know, they were able to finally get credit for that, especially if, you know, circumstances involved, you know, them. Maybe they had gotten killed by something else and they were trying to hurry back so they could get credit. And rather than only getting credit once they actually team up or something, you know, it's kind of like, oh. I just like this type of system better, where the system is more forgiving about sharing credit between players on quests. It reminds me a lot of the system that I encountered when I first tried out Guild Wars 2. And I was just blown away by the system. I was like, oh my goodness. You know, it was just, I was like, why doesn't WoW have this? And eventually WoW did, courtesy of Legion as well as BFA. Did you find any good news? Or any good ones? That bunch should serve you well. That ought to do it for a spell. Thanks for the help. Here you go. I got them onions bundled up nicely for you. Give my regards to Miss Waycrest, will you? Her allies are welcome on my farm anytime.
Even rotten crops regrow.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'm kind of curious. Is this player really not done with the quest? Or are they just going around doing that just because? Because if they're doing that just because, just to kind of mess with the progress of other players, that's kind of a horrible thing to do. Wow. Okay, these things... It's like, come on. Come on. What are you doing? Man, there are so many of these things.
I am bidden.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a big group right there. I think I may have just pulled a little too many. We'll have to wait and see. Boom! Well, good thing to know. It doesn't work just against those witch enemies. It can also work against people like this. You know it can work against these types of enemies as well.
Thank you.
Do you mind?
I don't have a target.
Alright, one more. Ah, okay. Where's the other one I had?
Creations will render this place barren.
It's too far away.
You are too late to stop us.
we collect this last one here, we'll head to the chapel. Place those flowers. Up here. Huh. Well, may as well finish uncovering the map. There we go. Ooh, that doesn't look good. So a few flowers already here. Huh.
Lucy, you've come. Wait, you're not Lucy.
Whoa!
Why have you come here?
Alexander Treadward. Treadward?
What do you need?
Little does Lucille know that I would visit her whenever she came to Whitegrove. Her despair over what happened in this place must prevent her from seeing my spirit. I can only hope that some part of her knows that I am here. Lucy sent you? I'm relieved to hear that she yet lives. My name is Alexander Treadward. I was Lucy's fiancé. Aww. A terrible thing happened in this place, and it has doomed me an eternity of walking these grounds. All I remember is that Lucille and I were to be wed, but instead, I met my end. If you have an ounce of sympathy in your heart, then I beg you to help me. Find out what happened that night, so that I might leave here. I know my strongest memories are tied to the ring that I bore for Lucy that day. Find it among my bones, and maybe it will lead you to the answer.
Fair winds, friend.
This is where their wedding was? Well, now it's overrun by a bunch of animals.
I'm out of range.
Wait, he died right there at the altar? Hey, get away! This is where he died? Oh my goodness. Whoa!
Thank you so much for coming. We are honored to have you.
Lucy? Wait. Oh my goodness, look at my outfit. I even have it even removed all my armor. Yes, don't just ignore the fact that you apparently invited a night elf who is also a demon hunter to your wedding, but yes, I'm glad I could be able to make it. So I'm guessing either this is some odd form of time travel, very odd, or we're somehow just kind of like seeing into the past, just like a look into it.
Greetings, Outlander.
Well met.
Welcome, kind sir. The ceremony should begin as soon as the good Lord Waycrest arrives. I beg your pardon, but I am a little concerned at Lord Waycrest's tardiness. I'd hate to be a bother, but would you mind checking on him? The ceremony awaits his presence. You can find him in the bride's room at the top of the tower.
Fair winds, friend.
So, Lucy never told us about any of this, so we're kind of getting a crash course onto what exactly happened to Lucy before we showed up here in Kul Tiras. And probably some horrible history involving the Waycrests, because it just kind of starts to reek of it. There's a very sad history and past involving the Waycrests. By the way, you notice the effect on the screen? The waviness, you see that? Look at that, even right in the middle. Yes. Anyways. Let's see.
I'm telling you, Arthur, you should not allow this. Our daughter marrying a common merchant.
Lucy is merely following her heart, Meredith. Just as I did when I wed you.
Her
Well, now isn't that interesting?
doing our house any favors.
Uh-huh. So, he, of course, was fine with it because apparently Lady Meredith Waycrest was a commoner and he was part of the Waycrest noble family. But now she apparently is opposed to Lucy marrying Alex, who apparently was just a common merchant. Huh. Think, Meredith may not be in the right position to be all uppity about this, considering that she was in Alex's position, so she should be the one sympathizing with this, but our house, I mean, you were wed into this family, not born into it like he was. Oh, hello there. I'm afraid we haven't met, but I thank you for being here for my dear Lucy. The ceremony is ready to begin, sir. Well, this is a little embarrassing. You see, I had my speech written out in my notebook, but I seem to have misplaced it. It must be somewhere in this room. If you could help me find it, I would be eternally grateful. Very well, sir. What about in this dresser?
Thankful for your help. I must ask that you not rummage through my daughter's undergarments.
That's not my intention,
Why would
sir.
my husband put his notebook in Lucille's pack? Are you daft?
Just being thorough, madam.
I don't believe I left them with Lucy's letters, but I suppose it's prudent to be sure.
We are looking for a book. Don't you think we would have already checked the bookcase? Are you trying to waste our time?
Oh, you found it. Thank the tides.
I think we're starting to get an idea as to the difference between these two and perhaps something that's going to happen later. Splendid! I'll just need to take a few moments to go over this, and I'll be right down. Please let Lucy and Alexander know that I will be ready shortly. Of course, sir.
Couple, I will be down shortly. Oh, and do convey my apologies for the delay.
Of course, sir. I like that they at least allowed me to bring my weapons to the wedding. You can never be too safe, and what's safer than having the war glaives of Azeroth?
What do you need?
Oh, wait. Lord Waycrest is on his way? Excellent. You have my thanks, sir. Please take a seat.
True.
It's too far away.
Here he comes.
Somebody's getting married. Ah, Lady Waycrest didn't join us. I'm not surprised.
Forgive my tardiness.
It's fine, Father. Where is Mother?
She will be down shortly. She asked that I begin in her stead. Shall we?
By all means. Please proceed, Father.
Very well. Friends, family, and honored guests, we gather on this fine autumn day to celebrate the joining of Lucille and Alexander. As the Lord governing Drusvar, and as Lucille's proud father, it is my honor to wed these two in the presence of the land, the sky, and the sea. Alexander, have you prepared the... Wait, what was that?
Nothing personal, kid.
Alexander! No!
No!
An ambush! Lucy, get behind me! Guards, to arms!
Red Hand Assassins. What is going on here? Sir, you have helped me before, and I beseech you to do so again. My guards are clearly outnumbered by these brigands. I must stay here to protect Lucille, so I will need you to assist in protecting the guests. Are you able? Poor Alexander. It's a good thing they decided to invite a demon hunter to their wedding.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't attack that.
All right. That's 10. Well done. My guards seem to have gained the upper hand, thanks to you. But wait, where is Meredith? Meredith never joined the ceremony. She might be in trouble. Lucy's in shock, and I cannot leave her here. You must go in my stead to the tower and ensure the safety of your lady. Do this for me, and you will be rewarded. Oh, Alex. Poor guy. Just shot in the back and killed on his wedding day. Just terrible. Now, where is Lady Waycrest?
Here is your money, outlaw. Take it before anyone sees you.
Always a pleasure doing business with you, lady.
She hired them. She was so petty about her daughter marrying a merchant, she hired assassins to have him murdered.
Seems we have a visitor.
Idiot! There can be no witnesses!
Don't worry.
Just try it.
Past.
You had better!
You had no chance. Roland the Red Knife. I wonder if Lucy ever found out that her mother killed her fiancé.
Can't attack that target.
Lady Waycrest is a powerful enemy. You will regret seeing this.
And then we're transported back to the present, right where his body is. Which makes me wonder, did we kill him here? Because his body is exactly where we just left it in the past. Or were we in someone else's stead? Just kind of reliving what they did. I don't know. The Assassin's Orders. A contract from Lady Waycrest for the death of Alexander Treadward. Can I please show this to Lucy? Can I please tell her what happened to her fiancé, that it was her mother's doing? Well, we can certainly let Alex know.
Well met.
What have you found? Her mother ordered the assassination? I had known that she didn't agree with Lucy marrying a merchant, but I would never suspect that she would go so far to prevent it. Thank you, Demon Hunter. I can feel my bonds to this place slipping, and I have you to thank. I would like to ask one more favor of you, though. Please bring the ring that you found to Lucille. It was meant for her to hold, not my dusty bones. Oh, and Demon Hunter, do not tell what has transpired here. She has enough tragedy weighing down her heart. I do not wish to add to it.
Keep your sails true. At last, I can leave the memories of this place behind. Thank you, friend.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and try that off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these in, and then I'm gonna try and do that quest off camera. What is that? Oh. It's the talents person for that quest, which I've already done. Okay, never mind. Ah, so many birds. So many birds.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
The Coven is vulnerable to onions? I remember my nan used to tell stories about them warding off evil, but I never thought to take it literally. That is quite the discovery. Let us hope that this sends a message to the Coven. As long as we have weapons to fight them, we will persevere. Speaking of weapons, I believe our blacksmith has an idea on how to take down that barrier. You should have a word with him. What's this? Oh, I don't know what to say. That you would risk your life to bring these items to me speaks greatly of your character, Mainlander. I will make sure that these keepsakes make it to the friends and families of the fallen, as well as news of their fate. On their behalf, I thank you for your compassion. What's this? This is the ring that Alexander was to give me at our wedding. I had thought it long lost. I do not know how you found this, Demon Hunter, but words cannot say how grateful I am. Alexander was very dear to me, and this ring was a symbol of the strength of our love. It is good to feel that again.
Fair winds and follow.
Oh, Alexander, I wish you were here.
I will always be here, dear Lucy. Always.
Poor Lucy. By the way, no, we do not actually get a chance to tell her that it was her mother's fault. Unfortunately. Alright, so before I pick up that quest and continue this storyline, I'm going to cut this off. See if I can pull off that wanted quest on my own off camera. If not, I'll try and get a group together. And then we'll continue to try and finish off the storyline of Drusvar. And then, well, once we get to the point where it's like, hey, now go into the dungeon, then we'll go, handle that from there. Stay tuned.